Hello, my name is Steph, and today we're going over microphone. Microphone is a pretty interesting module. It uses external devices to operate. By external, I don't mean the microphone I'm using, but rather the alarm clock
This
or a
is the
strike,
story
for
of a
instance.
man named Stanley.
So, let's just jump right into the manual. This is a pretty simple one that you can just sight read, and there are sounds that are loud enough to activate sorry, I'm blanking out. There's only enough sounds to actually activate the microphone or toggle it. Those from the bomb itself. Those being striking or the bomb blowing up. Now, fake strikes such as double O work as well, but that doesn't matter. So with this module, first we want to calculate the depth spot, which we're going to take the initial volume of the bomb, so that is the one marked with a circle, so the 2, and we're going to add 1, we're going to subtract 1 for each RCA on the bomb, so that is going to be 0, so we still have 2. If there's a pop filter, then we're going to add 1, and I've yet to see a microphone with a pop filter, but in case you don't know what a pop filter looks like, they're pretty simple. They're just like black fuzzy discs, so like this, for instance, or that. And if it was negative, we multiply by -2, and if it's higher than 5, we change it to 0. But that doesn't matter. Our depth spot is 2 right now, so we're currently on it. Now we have step 2, which is if it's recording right now, which you'll tell by it blinking red, then we'll need to turn it off. And to do so, we're gonna have to set it above the depth spot, and we're gonna have to cause a noise. So let's just set it to 5. Setting all the microphones to 5 is generally a good idea. And since these two have the same depth spots, they have the same starting values, they'll have the same depth spots. So I can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Now, we need to cause a noise. So let's just turn on the alarm clock. And it says to leave the sound playing until the security kicks in. And the security will kick in once the light is now red. Then we go on to step 3. Actually, before we go on to step 3, we want to look at step 4. Actually, it's sort of a mix of between. So we go to step 3 and we set the volume to the depth spot, so the initial value. And then after that, we would play the loud noise. And then we would play it until the module solves. But before we actually start the noise, we have to look at these exceptions. So if the depth spot is 5, change it to 4 before 10 ticks of the bomb's timer has passed. And basically 4 ticks basically means 1 tick's happening right now, so then now, and then now, basically a second. The depth spot is 2, change the volume to 3 after at least 5 ticks of the bomb's timer. So we're going to have to look at that. If there's an SMD indicator on the bomb, stop the sound and start it again. So we do have an SMD. And the round microphones will break at this point, so we're going to have to have it, so the round microphones will break at that point, but these ones won't. So what we want to do is we want to start recording, and then play the loud noise. Oops. And just like that, we broke the microphone. Now, if you didn't realize, or if I forgot to say, which is probably the case, we had an SD on the bomb. So because we had an SD on the bomb, I had to stop the noise and then start it again. So let's do the same thing with this one. I'll get that in a good spot. Okay, and I want to not break the alarm clock. So just start recording and play it.
This was exactly the way, right now, the things were meant to happen.
And that is microphone, or at least one case of it. But I'll do another example.
This is the story of a man named Stanley. Do you actually want to stay alive?
Okay, we have another example. And the thing I did here is, as you can see, I already have a strike, and this LED is off. I should mention that if you attempt to toggle with the volume knob before you deactivate the security thing, so basically if it's still recording, then it will give you a strike.
No! Why did you do that?
And same thing happens if you try to click on it.
Do you actually want to stay alive?
That happened to deactivate it though, so we're fine on that end. So let's find a thing for each, the def spot for each one of these. So we don't have any RCAs, so they're gonna stay as is. However, this one has a pop filter, so we're gonna add one to it. So both of these have a def spot of 5. So let me just add to that. So since both LEDs are off, we can just skip step 2. Since step 2 only applies if the LEDs are on. So let's go to step 4, and if the def spot is 5, change it to 4 before 10 ticks of the bomb timer have passed. And then leave it there for at least 1 tick, and then change it back to 5. So, let me just do this like so. I should probably turn this on. Okay, change it to 4. Let it stay for a second, and then just continue the sound. And just like that, it broke. And same thing should apply with this one. So turn it on, then start playing the noise. Change it to 4 for 1 tick, or at least 1, and then change it back to 5.
This was exactly the way, right now.
And that is microphone. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments below, and get a job.